It is not often that I come to you with NFT projects these days because most NFT projects are garbage. But when a studio comes to you that is responsible for producing some of the world's most high-end content for the likes of Audi, Rolex, L'Oreal, and Nike, you pay attention. And this is what JPunks is, guys. JPunks is the world's first augmented reality NFT where you can actually wear your freaking NFT on your head in a Zoom call. These things are built in Unreal Engine 5. They are Metaverse ready. And guys, we are giving away 33 whitelist spots in this video, so make sure you stay tuned to the end so we tell you how to win one of those whitelist spots. If that sounds good to you guys, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Let's bring on the man himself, Jimbo from Jurassic Punks. I'm really excited about this because it is the world's first AR NFT project where you can own the intellectual property rights for your JPunk. But Jimbo, why don't you tell the viewers why they should be excited?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's so many reasons. I think for starters, your IP rights, you get the IP rights of your dino, 3D rigged textured models created in Unreal Engine. So you're going to have full control of what you're doing with your characters post mint. We've got the catwalk. We're going to do live catwalk sessions with real models in motion capture, casting these models from the collection itself. And then the big one as well, we've got a huge animated series. We're working with loads of writers and directors to basically create this huge world around the Jurassic Punk lore and each character. And then we're going to cast those actors from within the community as well and reward the holders if their character gets put in an episode.
That's insane. So guys, your JPunk could be cast in an animated series. And if that happens, you'll get paid just the same way an actor would in a role in a series.
The story behind it is, what if the meteor missed and these dinosaurs over 65 million years sort of evolved into the dominant species of the metaverse? It's been built in the ground up in Unreal Engine 5. So all of our characters are 3D modeled, rigged, ready for the metaverse, completely built for the future of what we see the NFT world and the metaverse being. And as I say, it's initially, the first mint is an OG Rex, which is the T-Rex character, but we've got plans to extend that family of characters and building out the JPunk ecosystem.
So one of the most interesting things about Jurassic Punks is obviously the technology behind it. So can you go into a little bit about the technology behind it and why this is unique compared to other PFPs on the market?
One of the things me and the other co-founder, Kevin, we've got a huge background in the VFX industry. And one thing we wanted to do was bring that experience into how we approached our creating our series. So the big thing we did was we wanted to make sure that our whole series was built, rigged and modeled, ready to go straight from the off. We've noticed there's been a lot of projects come out where they're planning to do similar things where they're going to have the metaverse ready characters, but they're not particularly built out. So the key thing for us was making sure we've got a full body model, we've got it completely rigged, and we'd already tested and brought it into Unreal Engine. So what's great about Unreal Engine is that it's real time. So it's built as a game engine, which means everything runs super fast. You're not waiting for renders. And that means when we start creating the content and the plans we've got for our roadmap, we'll be able to put this content out so much quicker than anyone else is doing at the moment. And it just gives us that flexibility that we can be interoperable with every other metaverse or game that's working in Unreal as well. It makes that connection almost plug and play, which is fantastic.
How does it become metaverse ready? What makes it different than other NFTs?
That's a great question. And initially, yeah, it will be that almost similar to what you're used to in the terms of you'll have your sort of OpenSea and your image. And we kind of wanted to keep that first stage like that. So it's sort of everyone that's coming into the space can understand that's the starting point. But the key thing for us will be very quickly giving access to your 3D models, rigged, textured, along with we've got plans to create sort of a back-end bit of software to help people create their own content without having to be sort of a technical wizard. We've got a lot of things in the pipeline, but easy ways for them to add animation, to control it with their face and create content that they can sort of show off their own JPunk, along with connecting with other networks like obviously NetVRK is a great one. So we've got a really packed roadmap. One of the key things will be the fashion side of it. So we're going to be doing these live digital fashion catwalks, working with brands and basically onboarding physical brands into the digital world and having an outlet for digital brands to show off their wares. What's great about this is all the holders of the OG Rex will get free ticket to all of these shows. And one of the key things we want to do is when we're creating this content, we always want to bring that value back to the holders. So if we are creating new clothes or wearables, our key thing that we're going to always try and push is that the holders can then start customizing their characters with these new sort of brands that we're bringing in, and that's going to be key to these partnerships that we make on that. Then alongside that, one of the big things on the roadmap is the companion drop as well of the Raptor females. Because we're going into fashion, we want that female drop as well, so we can do the male and female clothing. So that's another huge thing straight away to add to the collection. And we're not going to stop there in terms of species. We want to do different body sizes and different sort of age ranges as well.
Of course, if you have a male and a female, there's obviously probably going to be breeding involved in this, right? But I'm curious, what is a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a, would you say a raptor? Wonder what their babies would look like. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the DNA is being mixed right now.
Do you guys have any intention of building your own metaverse with land or anything like that?
We're definitely building our own metaverse, and the land side of it we've not completely planned out yet, but we're sort of going to do it in a modular way so that the holders can experience it as soon as possible, rather than trying to build a sort of a big world and then getting people to test it. We want to build rooms and slowly start sort of modularly building that out.
Yeah, I can imagine just how big the ecosystem will evolve. And guys, if you're watching this, I've worked with Jimbo and Kev from Block Films before. They've produced amazing content. They've done it for brands like L'Oreal. They do incredible Unreal Engine and work. And the technology is something I've never seen before. So I'm really excited to see this whole ecosystem evolve. Jimbo, I understand that you guys have a mint coming up in 2 days. Can you tell us how that's going to work?
So the whitelist minting is opening at 4 p.m. GMT on March 24th. Every whitelister gets 2 mints, and then 24 hours later, public sale is going to open, and whatever's left. The reveal, we've got some plans depending on how the sellout goes, but I mean, as soon as the mint happens, we're rendering, so we should be able to reveal pretty quickly. We're not going to drag it on too much. We want to get those JPunks out in the world and people see them as soon as possible.
Do you have any idea how many different traits and characteristics each of these JPunks have?
I think, yes, we were going over it before. We've, I think we initially had over 300. I think the latest, including the sort of the rarities and the incompatibilities, it was something like 7 trillion possible outcomes. I think it was something ridiculous like that, where you was just like, okay, we're only doing 7,777. Maybe we should have done 7 trillion. Just but yeah, we've got a lot of traits, and they're not just in the simple background. It's mostly to do with the clothes, the hats, and stuff like that. The real big ones that make a difference.
We started talking with Kev and Jimbo. What was it, like 6, 7, 8 months ago about this or something? It's
been a long time. 8 or 9 months ago now. It's been a long journey. A lot of work has been put into this, and we're so excited to carry it on now.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited to bring this to you guys. And I'm not talking about a lot of NFTs these days, only the ones that I feel are worthwhile. 9 months of production to put this out to you guys. This is not one of these little doodle, even though Doodles is doing really well. It's not one of these scribble on a piece of paper and try to sell something. Okay, guys. Well, that is pretty much going to wrap up this JPunk interview. I'm very excited for it. Make sure that you go follow them on Twitter, join their Discord, check out the videos they've got on YouTube. And if you want to win one of these whitelist spots, make sure that you go to my Twitter, find the tweet about this video, like the tweet, make sure that you tag 2 of your friends who you think would be interested in JPunks, and retweet that tweet, and you'll be entered to win one of these 33 whitelist spots. Jimbo, thank you so much for coming on, man. I'm really excited to see where this ecosystem evolves.